Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. Okay, what's this lighting like? It will do. We're going to have a quick reading this evening. Overjoyed, over love, over me. Okay, so, hey Cynthia, good evening, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. I'm excited. I'm going away on holiday tomorrow. A long weekend away. I'm going to have fun. And I've just finished. I'm finished. I'm ready. A few things to do in the morning, but yeah, everything's really well organised. So I'm excited. I just thought I'd pull some cards. How are you doing, darling? Are you doing well? I'll just pull some cards and I love that for you. Enjoy yourself soon. Good. Yes. Have some fun. And like do some drinking. I don't really drink, but I am going to drink. It will be fun. I'm not sure if I can take you guys along. We'll just see how it goes. But if I can. You are good? I am, thank you. Prepared Halloween treat bags for Bear's class. That would be nice. It's been a good day. That's good. It has been a good day. My Emily, she's been manifesting like everything that she wants at a good rate. So she's having a very good day. I just can't believe that. All day long. I just can't believe that. Like that happened and just so easy. Okay. I'm singing a song in my mind. She drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh. Like no one else. Ooh, ooh. She's learnt from the very best. Yeah. They don't say too much about it. Emily does. Did you see that? I was speaking to Emily. We was talking about this, like, this evening. And it was regarding that she is the only person that, like, hasn't turned on me, like, ever. We haven't had any arguments. If we do have a disagreement, and these were her words, she said, well, if we do have a disagreement, then we tend to go off into different rooms and then we come back together and we apologise. And that's that. There's no hard feelings, never have been, between myself and Emily. So I'm going away with her and I can't wait to go away with her. And a couple of her friends are coming as well. So, but it's just like, oh, we've got each other. Like, we're really excited. So we've been preparing today, getting ready for our holiday. And it's just gone really quickly. It's gone really quickly. The day has gone quickly, but everything's been done. Look, I've painted my nails black in preparation. I've just got to clean them up in the morning. That means putting them in hot soapy water and just giving them a scrub. The outside of the fingernails, it saves flapping about. Is that the right word? Flapping about with nail varnish remover around the edges. They'll be fine tomorrow. So, yeah. But my children have always, like, manifested. Megan Megan's like a quiet one. Spiritual, but quiet about it. Like she, very much like her dad. So when they say something, it's like you pay attention because they don't come out with stuff like this. And Megan's like won an Easter like raffle before when she was in assembly. So sitting in like the assembly and Easter raffle going on, great big Easter eggs to win. And she's like, my number's gonna come out, my number's gonna come out. And her number didn't come out like for the third or the second prize. She's like, that's because it's first prize. And yeah, she won first prize. Megan's learnt that when she does the right thing, she's rewarded. I remember a time when she was about to like start a new job, but she really didn't want to. And I said, you're going to have to speak up, okay? And rather than going in and giving it a go and blah, 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 you don't really want to do it. So you're going to have to let them know that you're not going to be taking the position. And then once she done this, it was like something that she really wanted. She went to like the shop and she messaged me. She said, you were right. She said, I was rewarded. There was like a toy, like a pop, I don't know, like an anime toy that she really wanted, but it was half price. And so, yeah. Cheers. Okay, so I've got greed here. Now that came out in reverse. Well, actually, it was the only card in the deck that was reversed that I noticed because they got love hearts on them. So we had greed. It came out in reverse, but I've turned it around so that it's upright. But we'll take it how it came out. I'm not greedy. Okay. We have relocation. I'm taken to the fact like it's hyphenated. So I'm taken to the dash. I'm looking at the state of my fingers. That's from taking the previous nail varnish off, which was stubborn. Relocation. And then we've got hard, exclamation mark. So I'm taken now to like they call punctuation marks. An exclamation mark, but then we have a hyphen. So a hyphen like makes it one word, but not one word, but it's joined together. I know because my name's hyphenated and my mum would always remind people of that. Her name is not Lucy. Okay. And then I'm sorry with an apostrophe. And then we have I adore you is the underlying energy underscored. Our relocation. I'm not greedy. This is hard. I'm sorry. I feel like this is a conversation that somebody wants to have, which is associated with the word relocation. RE location. It's a hard conversation to have. They're not greedy. Okay? Where have you had to relocate to? A sofa? Look, I've been there, done it, okay? So it feels like the energy of is somebody being humbled, having a piece of humble pie. Hi, so beautiful voice. Thank you, Jim. How are you doing? Whereabouts in the world are you? This evening, this afternoon, this morning. I adore you. I'm sorry. That makes me feel as if, because the I am is a reference to oneself. So I'm. What's coming through is someone feels as if they're like, I am a sorry state. I just asked you whereabouts you came from. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I'm going to get myself in some line dancing. I've got my boots ready. I'm not fibbing. Whereabouts are my boots? Do you want to see my boots? Line dancing. 11 a.m. Saturday morning. Yeah! I've not got a hat though. Apparently Emily donated it. So, hey, yeah. It's like I am in a sorry state. This is hard. So relocating from there is hard. Well, misery does like company. But peacefulness likes peacefulness, loves it, in fact, adores it. Okay. If the underlying energy is I adore you, and I am a sorry state, so I adore you. Somebody could be walking out of the door. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Well, it's definitely time to leave. If you don't feel welcome somewhere, off you go. Toodaloo. That's what you say to them. Toodaloo. Okay, so we are being drawn back together and it is beyond my control. So somebody may have been like slung out, thrown out into the cold. Yeah, it's not a nice feeling. It's that hard feeling. Like, this is hard. Like, to be rejected, to be, what's the word dejected mean? Dejected. Let's have a look. I've got to think. Dejected meaning sad and depressed, dispirited. I was thinking this today. I don't think I've ever been like that low that I'd say I was like in a state of depression. I have my off days, but I feel my spirit's too lively to be depressed. So we are being drawn back together and it is beyond my control. Okay, let's go to the tarot. Sort of toilet. Sort of toilet. That's a bit of a bizarre thing to put, isn't it? Toilet. Would you like to explain yourself? Sort of. Overjoyed, over love. I love that song. Over me. Nice. 10 of Cups. We are being drawn back together and it is beyond my control. So be on the lookout. This energy comes through. I feel like as if someone's grabbed me, like, oh, a corset on. What's that about? Oh, it feels like someone like, okay, oh, I can see. Look at the hand around the waist. It's like we are being drawn back together. It's like, come here. relocation with a hyphen. Yeah. Like they're joined together by this hyphen. I've got to think. Look, I got to think. The kids are so happy. I've only just started looking at like the children like in this card as being like the couple's inner child dancing. We get to have some fun and we're let out to play. And nothing's going to get in our way. Okay. Jim, you're like therapy, but I need to sleep. Okay, I have to go to Istanbul tomorrow. Do you? I've got to go on holiday tomorrow as well. Yeah, but how long, like, how many hours sleep do you think you need? There's been research that's been done. I think I'm adding in words, like too many of them. It's all good. I read a report regarding research that was done with like people being put like in like a bunker with no concept of like what time it was. So there were no clocks. They had everything to amuse them, like games and all that. And they could sleep when they wanted to sleep and eat when they wanted to eat. And, you know, there was no sunlight to kind of gauge what the time was. And on average, how much they actually slept was 4.5 hours. I just thought I'd put that. But go to bed. I don't know how you can. I feel extremely stimulated after like these readings. Okay, it's like it does something to my soul, as if it's not like lively as it is. Okay. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. We gotta go home. That song's about, you know, a boy and a girl that's fallen asleep. And they wake up. The movie is over, it's 4 o'clock and we're in trouble deep. Wake up a little Susie. Wake up a little Susie. We gotta go home. I mean, we're in trouble deep. I understand that they may, you know, still live under parental guidance. It's just guidance though, isn't it? Where was you? I was at Susie's house. Or Susie was at my house. Whoever. Leave them to sleep. Leave them to rest. Anyway, right. Good night, Jim. Sweet dreams. So the Page of Swords is curious. This is coming out of the shadows. There's like pixie dust that's on the elbow here. I can see little specks, okay? Pixie dust. It's not meant to be there. It's like a scratch on the card, but it's always like been there, the scratch. Hi, Spirited Away. Are you doing readings? I'm just like, yeah. I'm tapping into just whatever story wants to come out. I'm not doing like personal card pulls this evening. I don't really do it most evenings, but sometimes I will. But I'm just going to get this message out this evening. But it might resonate with you. Okay, add a Q&A sticker. Something you think is overrated. Money. Tell me if I'm going to be a millionaire. And I think that's overrated. Well, it depends. What do you want to do? Can I ask you? What do you want to do with the £1 million? I mean, that's not even really that much money, is it? Back in the day, you could have bought yourself a mansion with like 250 grand. I remember seeing them in the papers. The grand houses for sale. What are you planning on doing with the money? Is it for like selfish pursuits? The answer could be yes, but you could lose it just as quickly. Yeah. Buy 1 million lottery tickets for more money. Wasn't 1 million enough then? How much money are you wanting? That might be the best question to ask. How much money is it that you're wanting? Okay, decision time. 7 of Cups. We are being drawn back together, and it is beyond my control. It's like there's a... it's like the energy of like, why did you do that? Like if you, I don't know. It's like pulling off the cloth, the cover. But I felt more like sending a message, and it's like, why did you do that? Why did you like push the message? Mariah, I was thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. Hello, darling. It's been a while. Hey, hey, hey. I hope you're keeping well. Where are you in the world? How are the ponies? I've been sending you messages. Oh my God, 1 year. It's been 1 year. What, since we spoke? Where have you been sending me messages on? I'll be in touch. But I'm going away for a few days. So I'll be in touch when I'm back. Because you've been on my mind. And it'd be lovely to have a catch up. And yeah. Oh, you've been sending me messages in the 5D. Will I receive them? Like, was that like over the last week? I was gonna say, you haven't been sending me messages by the 5D for a year, have you? I mean, but I've definitely picked up on your energy, like over the last week. Yes, ma'am, for 2 weeks. Well, that works then. Yes, I was thinking about you, and thinking we need to, mostly this week. Yeah, wasn't that long ago. I thought, okay, I wonder how Spotted Pony come through first, and then it's like, okay, it'd be nice to catch up with Mariah. It's nice when we've had a gap anyway. We get to have a good catch up. Right, let's have a look. Look, we are being drawn back together, and it is beyond my control. There's like a snake in the picture, and I feel the masculine here who wants to like pull away like the cover, the sheet, is scared to, because he's scared that this snake is going to bite like what he uncovers, but he's still going to do it anyway. Face your fear and do it anyway. Yeah, not the snake energy, but this uncovering here. It's like when you... He may be worried about like rumours that would be spread. I was taken to the Victory Reef and like it ruining like his reputation. But I mean, he's got the Empress by his side. And it feels like in 5D. You're back? You lost connection? Always find your way back. Miss Independent from Neo, please. That's such a good song. Miss Independent, that's why I love her. Why won't you take a little time? I don't know the words to that, but good song, Jim. Thought you was going to bed. Don't be stimulating yourself with music now, okay? You start listening to that. You're not going to want to sleep, are you? No. I was going to say to you, remember what I told you about, and then I was going to say, how big is your stomach? But you might not know that one. How big is your stomach? The size of your fist. But apparently it can expand up to 10 times. So whenever you're eating, how much you need to eat? A fistful of food. That's how big your stomach is. Anyway, 4.5 hours sleep. A fistful. This energy here is alert. It could have something to do with somebody being greedy, but then it came out in reverse, as if this masculine's not greedy, but the snake energy is. Oh, I'm having a hot flush now. Whew. Let me just fan myself down with the 10 of Cups. Oh my, I can't understand them letterings, Jim. What does it say? Can you translate for me, please? Lost in translation. Hello, Sherry. Good evening, darling. Sherry, I've made a bit of a boo-boo because I best let them know I'm not actually around for Sunday. So, and I don't think I'm going to have the connection to be able to do a video call. Woo! And that you've had a good week. I've had a beautiful, restful week. It's lovely. I'm not sure when I'm back to work. I think it could be next Friday. Thursday or Friday. I think it's Friday. I'm not sure. We don't need to worry about that because that's a week away. It's really hot in here. Oh, okay. To the point, I feel I'm just going to dab myself. Dab. That's not with a fist. Okay. Oh. You just have to excuse me. Yes, I thought about that, but I wasn't sure when you were going away. Yeah, we're going away tomorrow, so yeah. I did have a look to see if it's possible. For one, I don't think there's Wi-Fi, and for two, I think you would have to join me on an activity. I'm not sure. Oh, I think it might be sing-along, karaoke. I think it's karaoke time. So, yeah. Right, let's let's carry on. Mrs. Mystic, I was looking at this here. It was okay, don't give away too much, Lucy. There's no secrets. Hi, Catalyst. Hello. Are you the catalyst, or what was your catalyst? We all have a catalyst which awakens us. Who awoke you? I am the catalyst. I am the awakener. I'm just trying to work out. I can read your comments. Madam, you are sweet and beautiful. Kerm. Can I say Kerm? Is that okay? You said hi? Hi. Catalyst. It's better than a laxative. I don't know. The catalyst can, I'm sure, like, make some people like shit their pants. Could be like the perfect laxative. Because I make shit happen. Well, that's good. Bit cheesy. It's good. Because you make shit happen. Okay. Are you like a master manifester? Sherry, I keep getting kicked off. We have storms here today. I'm going to jump off and try back in a little while. Okay, darling. Spotty Pony, Mariah, she lost connection as well. I'm sure it was Mariah that said that. So we got Mrs. Encouragement, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so that is, I'm going to say really the Empress energy. The Empress incorporates all four of the Queen energies. But Mrs. Encouragement, the Queen of Pentacles, like she'd know what to do, like with the money. Did you answer that question? Who was asking for £1 million, but not really, because then was going to go on and buy 1 million more lottery tickets to win more money, and more than likely probably lose it all. I didn't see an answer, so. Mariah, yes ma'am, I rebooted everything and back up and running. What's that all about? At least you guys can hear me now. I have a new device. Especially purchased for this purpose. Okay. Schumann. What is the Schumann resonance like? Is it all over the place? I don't follow it, but I know about it. I want information, not money. That's good. I want information. I'll give you a good book, recommendation of a good book to read. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Mariah, crazy since last night. Oh, okay. Crazy. What's happened? Now, I feel it could be the detachment of the Divine Feminine, the surrender. You like books, do you? Okay. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And then the book before that, maybe you should read, Someone's No Longer Someone's Best Friend. Okay? It's that greedy person. They fleeced them, took everything. They feel the energy of being kicked out. How to Win Friends and Influence People. And you can get the revised version in the digital age by Dale Carnegie. The book before Think and Grow Rich, I was saying, is the interview that Andrew Carnegie had with Napoleon Hill. And Andrew Carnegie was like the richest man in the world at the time. A Scottish immigrant, went to America, come big in the steel industry. Anyway, he had, the interview was recorded that he had with, like a job interview with Napoleon Hill. And that book's called How to Raise Your Own Salary by Napoleon Hill. That's a little hidden one. That's just 3 books that come to mind. Think and Grow Rich is, they should, yeah, that's just brilliant. That book is brilliant. Oh, yes, ma'am, I need to hear your message. Okay, well, let's have a look. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to use that deck of cards because my eyes keep being drawn to it. It's the Tarot Mucha. I will channel through whatever messages want to come through. I feel they're going to be quick. There's a book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and it comes with an audio as well. That's a good book. Sumo is another good book. Shut Up, Move On. I don't know who the author is though. I'm just thinking of some personal development books that I read before I started to become like a channeler. I feel like all the material and all the books that you read, like you're adding to your library, and then you can just, it can be recalled. It just kind of all the information just, I suppose it's a bit like AI. AI gathers all information that's put into it. Well, your divine intelligence, DI. So all the information, everything that you've seen, heard, felt, smelt, touched, sensed, plus everything that you've been told and everything that you've read, everything that you resonate with. I'm taken to like the Schumann resonance now. So everything that you resonate with at a soul level is contained, but everything else is like what the ego accepts as being a truth, the soul rejects. So it's like that greedy energy. The soul will reject the need to be greedy. What I'm thinking about is like, we're here to really address that there is no like heaven or hell after you leave your physical vessel. You go back to infinite intelligence, energy, your energy. And so it's about living what you would call heaven, like now, here. And like money's not involved. That doesn't mean we won't get to enjoy the earthly things because we're here in a physical body to be able to do that. Like you can't enjoy the earthly things if you're in spirit. But you're also like a master manifester because spirit cannot manifest. It can assist the manifester, but it's unable to manifest. So it's unable to create in that way. It's intangible. But it most definitely can assist in our tangible world, life. So we are the creator. We're an extension of that energy. We're not separate from it. We're an extension of it. And then I suppose when it enters our vessel, we can choose to cut off our connection with what we were an extension of. Or we can just accept that we can allow that energy to flow through us, use us. Your intuition, isn't it? It's your internal guidance system, following your own. There's a word that wants to come out. I can like see like the being like the marching to the beat of your own drum, but it was like being your own follower. Right, anyway. But you can also live hell. And that's fear. Look, there's only love, okay, and the fear of it hurting. But love doesn't hurt. Love heals. Being your own catalyst. I saw the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. So, times are changing. Change is a constant. Okay. Let's see what the message is. Okay, an opportunity's coming. A passionate opportunity. And this is like I've just explained to you about the divine, how they can help to make things happen, but they can't do it for you. Well, that's like a hand coming out of the cloud here, and it has a wand, a magic wand. And it's just for you. Yours. There you go. What are you going to do with it? If you're fearful, you're going to either drop it or try and give it back. But that's a gift from the divine. I do reckon this could be the divine, like giving this person like a bonk on the head, like out of nowhere. It's like, who just hit me? Because it felt the energy of that elbow being nudged. Okay. Oh, I've got a really itchy head. What's next? Yeah. I mean, what do you do with such an opportunity? Because the Tower's here. That's like the divine making shit happen, because that's the shit hitting the fan. That's what's happened. The catalyst. The Tower. So this is an opportunity to, like, to fuck it up. But like in a good way. It's like, here's the baton. It's like this tower needs, like, to be knocked down. It is a bit of that humble pie. So I'm taken to like that looking like a pie on the top there of the tower. But then I'm taken to that snake energy. Wanting to attack. It's like, let them. Because they're going to get knocked down. It feels more like a threat here. But if somebody tells the truth, then it feels as if like there's consequences, like threats. If you do that, look at me with my hands on my hips. If you do that, then so-and-so is going to do this. And because what was coming through in the last set of cards was ruining your reputation. You just rebuild yourself, don't you? Relocate. Move to where nobody knows you. Done that one a few times. Rebuild. Move out of the toxic area. If you've got naysayers around you, people that are going to judge you, condemn you, move. Move to an area where nobody knows you. Start again. Okay. Interesting. First time I felt the feminine's energy come through. This is the divine feminine's energy here. It looks like I've got blood. It isn't. It's like nail varnish. God, I'm really like itchy. Okay, let me explain this card. First of all, I was going to say about how one of the wands is secure. If you have a look, it's secure against the wall. It's been secured. And then she holds a wand here. But because you can actually see her, she's not afraid to touch that wand. It's like a magic wand. I've got the world in my hand. And I am the creator. of my own reality, destiny, experience. But this card does mean partial success. There's only so far that one can go alone. So you have a look at this. Opportunity's been offered. It's like neither one of these in this tower have the balls to take the wand and create. Well, the soul's going to reject that. You need to be humbled. And the energy coming through about like resting on your laurels. So, you know, when you continuously just, well, no, I don't. I've always got something new to tell you. It's like, I hope that I'm not telling you, apart from the cards, they can tell the same story over and over again. But I'm always creating. So I've always got something to talk about, something new. I don't have to keep going over old accomplishments and just resting on them of like, that's, well, you know, back in the day, blah, 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 blah. So that makes me like 20 years later, like you're still trying to bounce off of like that recognition. It's like, yeah, but who are you now? Who have you evolved into? What's different? What's different? What's so different about you? Sherry, I'm back. Hoping my connection is better now. Mariah said that she logged out, logged back in again, and she's all good. So hopefully. But something to do with the Schumann resonance. Off the charts since last night. I think, well, I don't know if off the charts, whatever, like, whatever they do, however they work. Okay, so, looking from a higher perspective here, she is at the top of like a castle. So with this type of castle wall, this is where you would hide when you're being shot at. And then when it's your time to take aim, you poke your head, but it's like she's stable. Doesn't look like she's hiding from any conflict either. No, because that's fear, isn't it? That's what fear wants you to do. Fear wants you to be afraid. Like saying that people with loud voices, people that stand over you, like to try and like belittle you, they won't come down to your level by being aggressive and raising their voice and making threats. They believe makes them the strong one, the one who has the power. Well, they're powerless. They're just full of fear. So they're going to have a shock to their system. I mean, they may get themselves so stressed out that they, you know, have a heart attack. It's the biggest killer. Fear, worry, stress. Okay, so you've got to stress less. I mean, what's the worst that can happen to you in this life? You die, and then you go back to infinite intelligence, don't you? It's like, okay, you might not be able to like create and manifest like anymore physically, but maybe you wasn't anyway. Have you been wasting your ticket? Okay, well, this is heartbreak, but I actually felt as if like she's saying goodbye to it. This could be like the misery likes company, And when it leaves, it's like, look at my heart. It's broken. But it's got some swords in it. She does look like she's crying. And you know, I feel the energy of that masculine's arm. Because that hand now, I feel that hand is more masculine. And I spoke about like pulling off the cover. And I feel that underneath that cover, like she's hiding the pain, the heartache. But he's just about to pull that cover off. And because this is saying goodbye to like heartbreak, pain. Because like it's the biggest killer, isn't it? We're going to some archangel guidance. We're going to get this reading wrapped up soon. Mariah, yes. Let's see what the archangels want to say. They say, we like to party. We like to party. Teaching and learning. Well, this is coming in nicely. With the questions, was it Catalyst? Was it you that said you wanted like information? Thanks for your suggestions. They're just off the top of my head. If I really thought into it, I could probably think of some more, but I mean, that's enough to keep you going. Okay, teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. It makes you interesting. That's why I always feel I've got something like different to talk about. Whatever new information I learn, and I learn like something new every day. They say that, don't they? Well, if you're not learning something new every day, then have a look at that. Why not? As soon as I've like read something or listened to something or learnt something, I tend to like the way that it makes sense to me. I'll always find myself like maybe talking about that for the next couple of days with people that I meet, and it's like you're just kind of running the ideas past them. You know, as you study, so shall you teach. Teaching and learning. Let's read this message. We're out of coffee nearly. I'm just going to pop my glasses on. Okay. What does the divine want us to know? You are a spiritual teacher and an avid learner. Learning and teaching are linked in a perfect cycle in which information comes to you when you need it. Teach others about the topics that awaken your passions. The more you teach, the more your lessons are reinforced within yourself. Be open to sharing new ideas and learning about topics that aren't in your immediate sphere of interest. Your students will teach you in many ways too. Trust in your teaching and learning abilities as your mind is one with the divine mind of God. You are an intelligent and wise being. Know that it's safe in this lifetime for you to be outspoken in your teachings. So working with Archangel Zadkiel, Zadkiel is the ultimate spiritual professor. He's patient, kind, and has access to all knowledge. He's widely known for his ability to help human memory function. If you need to remember or memorize any information, ask Zadkiel to assist. Anything that you need to know, Zadkiel is glad to teach you. Just ask him questions in order to elicit his help. Sometimes Zadkiel uses Socratic method of teaching, which means that he'll lead you so you can learn for yourself. Being observant of patterns in everything you see, hear, and think is the best way to benefit from Zadkiel's teachings. That's interesting. A couple of things come through that I've been thinking about today. One was about being the observer of what you're observing. So rather than reacting, I mean, by all means, step in if, like, you're being disrespected, okay? But if you're being personally disrespected, but if you just sit back and observe people's characters, how they talk about others, just their behaviours. I personally will speak up if they cross the line and they start attacking me. I don't have an issue then, but become the observer of what you're actually observing. What else did I pick up from that? These thoughts run through my mind as I'm reading. Oh, what come through was, do you know how many thoughts you have a day? I mean, I'm recalling this number, but I was thinking about this today. About your thoughts. 60,000 thoughts a day. Are yours negative or positive thoughts? Uplifting or degrading thoughts? Okay. What shall we finish with? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Give him a glass of water. I'm going to the Oracle of Shadows and Light, seeing as it is Halloween tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? It is tomorrow. Okay, final message for this evening. I feel like going in eating chocolate and sweets and crisps. 10020 was on the timer then. Okay, what is the time? 2337. Chocolate, crisps and sweets time. Okay, we have Marie, Masquerade, Glamour, Intrigue and Drama. Oh, this has something to do with that snake energy. Okay, let's read the message. About Marie Masquerade. Marie is very much like the famed Queen of France, Marie Antoinette. She is stylish and delightful, always finding new and fascinating creative ways to amuse herself. Wherever she is, there is decadence and style, truly glamorous moments and lavish entertainments. But even she knows she is simply amusing herself, and that there is a hole at the centre of her being where she wishes she were loved for who she truly is and could rely only on her talent and style to express herself and not be judged for this. To be her friend is no problem at all, as long as you remain truly yourself. So there was that best friend card that come up in reverse. I feel like somebody has, well, like the shit has hit the fan. The energy here about, so I feel the wind's picked up. I think it could be raining also. The under the cover, the upset, the hurt. But it says here, but even she knows she is simply amusing herself, and that there is a hole at the centre of her being where she wishes she were loved for who she truly is and could rely only on her talents and style to express herself and not be judged for this. To be her friend is no problem at all, as long as you remain truly yourself. Only being with her has somehow made you wish to be more like her. Look beneath the mask and the beauty and the exquisite stylings and see into her heart. Be her friend and be her companion, but never forget who you are and what is important to you. And I feel that energy of the masculine, like I feel maybe he forgot who he was and he become more like that snake-like energy. Although that snake-like energy, I feel is envious, which he's going to be. Okay, Marie Masquerade speaks. Someone is about to invite you to be involved in something very intriguing. And this person will ask you in ways that are ever so charming, so the temptation will be ever so strong. Because this person is beautiful and talented and powerful, you are flattered. But the truth is, you run the risk of paying a very high price for this brush with fame or glory. Be sure that the politics and the intrigues are ones you truly wish for in your life, because there is often a sacrifice that must be made, and many consequences are currently hidden from you. Okay, I actually feel that it's like it's a lion energy, not a lion. Lion. It took me to the snake in the Garden of Eden, where the snake told Eve that God had said that you can't eat from that tree of wisdom because he doesn't want you to be more powerful than him. So if you eat the apple or the fruit, you will be like more powerful than God or as powerful. But that isn't what God, the divine, said. God said, don't eat from that tree because that's a tree of wisdom. You can have anything else you want in the garden. And that man and woman were given the exact power on day, was it day 6? That God created man and gave them the same power and same ownership over it all. So what come through them was like the snake saying, like, well, you're only going to be abandoned, or, you know, because it said here, like, you're taking, like, the masculine would take the offer. It's like if you unveil that, like, you're only going for it because the person is beautiful, talented and powerful, and that you feel flattered. But the truth is, you run the risk of paying a very high price for this brush with fame or glory. It feels like, you know, somebody would say the grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is the greenest where it's nurtured and cared for, and new seeds are scattered. So be sure that the politics and the intrigues are ones you truly wish for in your life, because there is often a sacrifice that must be made, and many consequences are currently hidden from you. It is tempting, no doubt, but it may not be within your best interest to pursue this strange, slightly tainted offer that will be made. I just feel that's a threat. I just feel there's eyes, like, just staring. Let's carry on. There is gossip and intrigue around a person you admire and wish to be like in some way. This person has need of a true friend and not the need of an admirer. This card can come up when you experience jealousy and envy of those you feel are, in brackets, undeservingly more successful and beloved than you are. Well, that would be a greedy person. I don't really feel there's any point in being jealous. Enviousness. I always feel if you're envious of somebody, then you kind of admire them. Like, you want that, but jealousy, I feel like you don't want that person to have it. But there doesn't feel as if there's any kind of interest in getting to know how a person becomes who they are. Especially if, like, you feel threatened by their mannerisms are coming through. Okay. The message is to focus on your own hard work and to create your own style. If you are the subject of such gossip, know you cannot control what is said about you. Live your life and move through this with grace. I was speaking to my daughter about this today, like about people that are just living a lie. And it was like the energy of, like, trying to reassure them, trying to settle them, not necessarily trying to convince them, but I just said to her, you need to leave them people who are living a lie. Just leave them be. Leave them to live that. Like, you know your own truth. And as long as you're not living a lie, that's all that matters. Like, just work on you, your own soul, your own journey. It's like, because you're not the one who's fearful, you're not the one who's worrying, you're not the one that has that type of personality, so just leave them be. Okay, so let's carry on with this. If you are subject of such gossip, know you cannot control what is said about you. Live your life and move through this with grace. When Marie Masquerade comes up, there are some people around who want to befriend another, but simply for the influence. It is not coming from the heart, and despite her beauty and success, anyone in Marie's position needs true friends. Look inside and see if you have attempted to network instead of befriend. Know the difference. Do not keep false friends, fair weather friends. Be true to your own vision as opposed to what is currently fashionable and considered desirable. Creating rather than following. But I felt if you are going to be a follower, then follow your own creations. Okay, we've got a hot flush coming on again. It's just that cycle in life. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. I will speak to you soon. Whew. Okay. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.